शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। 159 अर्थानामर्जने क्लेशः तथैव परिपालने नाशे दुःखं व्यये दुःखं धिगर्थान् क्लेशकारिणः। Desire for any given thing is so long as there is desirability in the object or being or event. If it is worthy of desiring, then only we have got the desire. If one discovers the thing that is to be desired is something which is full of defects, is something which has no capacity to give me the contentment that I seek from the object, if it is something perishable, the desire itself vanishes. So from this standpoint, in the case of Jnani, there is no room for a desire because he has discovered his true nature and also the false nature of the Jagat, because of which there is no occasion for him to desire anything. Why? A desirable object or being or event itself is not there from his standpoint. In this context, the two prominent desires are being analyzed. Another universally, the desire for artha, money, security, and desire that is what is called as kama, a conjugal life, a marital life, married life. These are the two prominent desires. From the standpoint of artha arjana, from the desire for money, security, at all levels there is affliction. While earning there is klesha, and preserving there is klesha. Again, if it is lost, nothing but klesha. Even when spent, klesha. At all levels there is klesha, affliction. Therefore, it is not worthy to be run after. Not that money is not required for vyavahara, for decent living, whatever that is required, certainly has to be earned. But earning itself cannot be the prime goal of life. Now, about the other desire in terms of kama. Kama, the mutual, that is attraction between the man and the woman. It is shown now. Only it can be there so long as you don't inquire into it. The moment you inquire into the very disgusting nature of the body, nobody would ever willingly take to such a thing. So he says, Mansa Panjalikayastu Yantra Lolenga Panjare Snayavasti Granthi Shalinyaha स्त्रिया किमिव शोभनम् अन्वय स्नायुअस्थि ग्रंथिशालिन्याः मांसपाञ्चालिकायाः स्त्रियाः यंगलोले अंगपंजरे किम इव शोभनम यंगलोले अंगपंजरे किम इव शोभनम. A woman's body is described. Don't take this as the criticism of the women. Same thing applies to human man's body also. You simply replace striyaha with the pumsaha. Same thing applies to man's body also. You have to see it objectively in terms of mutual fascination between man and woman, not confined to woman or man or anything as such. This mutual attraction. Now you say, if you scrutinize this body, generally what is their attraction is that. But if you impartially and with objective vision scrutinize the body, it is nothing but mass or a pack of filth. Pack of filth. This is so. What is this body? Snayuvasthi granthi shalinyaha. Body shali, possessed. The one that is possessing or endowed with. Snayu, muscles. Asti, bones. Granthi. Granthi means like sana, bosom, etc. or buttocks, whatever that is protruding, that is called as granthi. So therefore, bosom or buttocks, granthi, shalinyaha. Shalinyaha, this one. Again, two, mausa panchalikāyaha. One who is nothing but panchalika means a doll of flesh. Doll of flesh. And yaha, this woman, nothing of it. Jnaneshwar Maharaj, in Jnaneshwari, he has put this way. A beautiful queen is that. Beautiful or not? Now he says, the queen is dead and the body is disintegrating and the body has got putrefied. Will anybody even care to look at the body? With beautiful queen, nothing but rotten. Like this, he says, this body is what? Full of snayu. Look here. Snayu, asti, granthi, mausa. If pack of these are given to anyone, you just imagine whether man's body or woman's body, just imagine, don't experiment anyone. Okay? Don't imagine the body stripped off the skin. Don't experiment. Then you will land somewhere else afterwards if you experiment. Just imagine the man's body or the woman's body stripped off from the skin. Will anyone even dare to look at it? Oh, ghastly scenes were disgusting, is it not? This Bhagwan is a master packer, His packing is such a thing that it appears to be so beautiful. That's why you can't question Bhagwan's creation from every standpoint. It is perfect. Many times it appears that this Bhagwan has no brain, but we have no brain. Bhagwan has got that. You know that story? Banyan fruit falling on the nose of person. He thought this Bhagwan has no sense of proportion. Why? For a huge, even the tiny fruits, and for a sweeper, huge fruits, pumpkin, etc. How is it? So when he was sweeping and one small fell on his nose, he understood. Bhagwan has got better sense of proportion. Like that, at times you may think yourself be very smart and sick, or criticize the Ishvara for creating something which is out of proportion or something useless, etc. I think everything has got a place, including the mosquito that tortures you. That also, because if mosquitoes were not there, how will you get vairagya in the life? So that also has to be there as such. Everything has got a place in the scheme of the creation. You can't question. It says now, any of these by itself cannot even look at, but with the packing it appears as though it is so beautiful. Mausa panchalikāyaha. Panchalika means krida yogya puttalika. That doll. He says, not only that striyaha, yantralole anga panjare. And it is yantralole. Yantralole means like a yantravat chanchale. That which is chanchala, always fickle, always changing, always on the move, like a yantra. Now, what is this yantra? See, it is not any machine. Yantra can be any machine, but there is a particular thing in mind of the author, what is called as a rotating Indian water pump. I've seen villages water pumps, not your power pumps. No, a circular chain of bucket is there, and it goes on rotating, and the one that dips picks up the water, and afterwards it is thrown out. Like that, a rotating Indian water pump. So that yantravat, always changing. So yantralole, again another word he uses for that. Anga panjare. Anga means here not limbs, sharira. And that sharira itself is what? Panjara. What is panjara? A cage. No, parrots are kept in the cage. So a parrot in the cage is bound. So also this Mausa Panchalika Yantralola Anga, the body is a panjara. Why do you know why? Because the mind gets hooked to that, and once the mind gets hooked, what happens? The fellow is caught up there. Not physically, but in terms of emotion, in terms of emotion, etc. He gets caught up, he gets bound by the body. So that way he says, Panjare, in such disgusting body, imiva shobhanam, shubhavam. What is their auspicious thing? What is their beautiful thing? What is their good thing in that? Means there is nothing like that. Even why that? You just imagine a cross section of your arm and see from epidermis onwards what all the things are there, you will not be able to look at it. Such a disgusting body, what a shobhanam. In fact, in the Vishnu Purana it is said, seeing the filthy condition of one's own body, not any other's body. One's own body, if the person doesn't get vairagya, we don't know how to inculcate vairagya in this person, because that body itself is so filthy and disgusting. So from that standpoint, what a great attractive thing is there. Everything is disgusting. So with the viveka, when one finds this disgusting feature, attraction for such body is not going to be there. Desire is not going to be there. Like this. Only two sample inquiries are conducted with respect to artha and kama. Same thing can be applied to anything that we desire and discover the futility. Shastra says that grahastha ashrama, etc. is given by Shastra. Do you know why? Because the person is not still mature enough to discover the futility of this. To such a person, a regulated life is given. Till you discover the maturity, grahastha ashrama, etc. is allowed, but you should live in a particular discipline to discover the viveka. So from that standpoint, that is Shruti Granthas, etc. permit, but for a mature person, the bare truth is now shown here. Like this, in the Shastra, the true nature of such all the Vishayas in terms of their incapacity to give the real contentment and joy is given. With that, one should develop the vairagya. Evamadishu shastreshu dosha samyak prapanchitaha vimrushan anisham tani katham dukkheshu majjati. First line as it is, evam adishu shastreshu doshaha samyak prapanchitaha tani anisham vimrushan dukkheshu katham majjati. Dukkheshu katham majjati. Evam adishu. So, in such things, so with respect to different things that we generally desire, Shastreshu, in the Shastras, in the Vedanta Shastra, Adhyatma Shastra, so what is shown? doshaha samyak prapanchitaha. The defects pertaining to Vishayas are very well described. We find in the Shastra defects of all the Vishayas, they are described. Tani anisham vimrushan, scrutinizing them. That means inquiring on those lines, guidelines. Tani anisham. Anisham means incessantly, continuously. This word is derived like this. Na vidyate nisha yasya tat anisham. Literally, na vidyate nisha yasya tat anisham. What is nisha? Night. But night should not be taken actual night. What do you mean by what do you mean by night? All activities stop. All activities, at least they are supposed to stop. Because in Bombay, if you go to the airport or any road, even at 2 a.m. what? No road, the main roads are never, I think they never are bare there. Always heavy traffic is there. Anyway, but Nisha means Cheshta Virama Samayaha. Take Nisha this way. Cheshta Virama Samayaha. Cheshta means activities. The time when all activities are supposed to stop. That is what is called as Ratri. Na vidyate Nisha. One who has no Nisha means Cheshta Virama Samayaha. One who doesn't stop this activity. What is the activity here? Vimarsha. Yasya tat. That means Anisham therefore means aviratam, continuously. Not that this person doesn't sleep, etc. So this is the main preoccupation, to see the futility of the object, to see the defective nature of the object. So tani anisham vimrushan, so continuously inquiring on in terms of these defects. Dukkeshu katham majjati, how can anyone get drowned in the sorrow? So long as one doesn't inquire into that and thinks that I will be able to get joy, one can get hooked to them. But a person who has got viveka will not get entangled in them. Leave aside the case of the person. Who is this person? Jnani, who has discovered his own Swarupa. It is impossible for him to get attached and engrossed in the Vishayas. When the sense objects are seen to be defective, how desires, what happens? Desires get eliminated. This is now explained with the help of illustration. Shudhaya pidyamanopi navisham hyattumichhati Mishtannadhvastatrujjanan namudhastajjigatsati. Shudhaya pidyamanaha api visham, then you take that sandhi breaking that. He attum ichhati, sandhi breaking. Now anvaya is visham attum nahi ichhati. Visham attum nahi ichhati. Again, second line, last phrase, take the sandhi breaking. Janan na amudhaha tat jigatsati. Sandhi breaking. Janan na amudhaha tat jigatsati. Now take the anvaya second line. Amudhaha nishtannadhvastatrut janan tat na jigatsati. Janan tat na jigatsati. So here is a person who is very hungry. Shudhaya pidyamanaha api. Hunger. By hunger, he is now totally what? Troubled. He is afflicted by hunger means he is very hungry. What will the hungry person do? try to find the food. So he got the food. As early as possible, the person would like to eat the food. The person was about to eat the food. He came to know that food is poison. What is the person do? Not ordinary. Bhukshumanaha rudraha. Let us say from morning onwards, no breakfast at all. Now it is 8 p.m., not 8 a.m. 8 p.m. The person could not get anything to eat. At last he got, and he was about to eat. From reliable source he came to know that there is a poison. Why? Dosha, sadosha, defect, dangerous. Therefore say, Sudhaya pidyamanahapi, though tormented by hunger, acute hunger, no one visham attum nahi ichhati. No one will dare or will opt to eat the poison means poisonous food. Poisonous food also is called as poison. Because that is what the harmful thing is. So no one would like to eat the poisonous food. Similarly, now if this is the case, see, this person was so hungry and food is certainly desirable for him, and in spite of that he is not ready to eat the poisonous food. Now a person who is what? Just returned from a party, okay? Now marriage. He had gone to a marriage, and that also very close relative, very rich people, and he had eaten to his heart's content, up to the tip of the throat, not even up to the throat, up to the upper level of the throat the fellow has eaten. Now, such a person, and who is a person of common sense, who knows that poison is harmful, and someone offers to him a food which is poisonous, and he knows that there is poison, will this person ever opt to eat that food? First thing, even normal course also he will not eat the food. Why? He is so full now. So at least that person would have eaten who? The one who was very hungry, because hunger is there. Okay, let it poisonous, afterwards we'll see. Let me eat first, afterwards let us see what remedy has to be taken. No, nobody will dare to take the poisonous food even if so hungry. In contrast to that, here is a person whose stomach is full and he knows poison is harmful and is aware that there is poison in the... Will you ever take to that food? It is amudha. Amudha means one who knows that poison is harmful. Suppose a child may be there. Why he has said amudha? If a child is there, child may not know poison is harmful, it may eat it. No. A viveki means a grown-up person who knows poison is harmful, amudha. And not simply one who knows poison is harmful. Mishtana dhvasta trud, whose trud means hankering for food, means hunger, is what? Appeased because of sumptuous food. Mishtana, not ordinary food. By eating a sumptuous food, his hunger is appeased. At the same time, janan, knowing well, the food that is given now has got the poison. Says, na tat jighatsati, tad na jighatsati. Doesn't desire to eat that food. If this is the case, think of a jnani. You have to compare now. Ajnani is like a person who is hungry and hungry for the Vishayas. But Jnani, at the same time, Vishayas are defective in nature. Jnani is a person who has eaten sumptuous food and knows the Vishayas are defective in nature. Will the Jnani ever take to the sense object? No. There is no need at all. At least this Ajnani may take not knowing that there is a poison, but Jnani will never take. That is the case. It is impossible for him to have the desire because something worthy of desiring from the standpoint of jnani is not there because he has seen the defects in all the sense objects. In this context, you can now again think of that example of Gandharva Pattana, the sky in the city. Actually, no city that you can't plan a picnic there. Why? Because there is no city. Likewise, a Viveki, Jnani will never aspire for Vishayas. Now from stanza 43 to 150, the Prarabdhanubhava, experience undergone by a Jnani in terms of Prarabdha is analyzed. Jnaninaha Prarabdhanubhava Vicharaha. From the 143 to 150. Jnaninaha of Jnani Prarabdhanubhava Vicharaha. Vichara, inquiry, analysis of Anubhava, experiences undergone by a Jnani. How? In accordance with the Prarabdha that is now being explained, that is discussed now. The doubt is like this. Look, this Prarabdha Karma Phala is so powerful that it should instill desires in the case of Jnani also. How do you say Jnani doesn't have desires? After all, he has got Prarabdha or not? Prarabdha Karma Phala is that because of the very force of the Prarabdha Karma, Jnani also should have, what is that? This desires. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, no? No. Yes. There is possibility of having the desires being there in the case of Jnani. But he has no preeti for them. As if under constraint he is taking that. Willingly he doesn't have any desires. By Prarabdha, some few may be there. In those cases, what is his conduct will be explained here. But willingly he will not have. Unwillingly he may have few desires on account of Prarabdha Karma. That is not being discussed. Prarabdha Karma Prabalyad Bhogeshvichcha Bhaved Yadi Klishanneva Tadapeshaha Bhungte Vishtigruhitavat Yadi Prarabdha Karma Prabalyad Bhogeshu Ichha Bhaved Tada Api Eshaha Vishtigruhitavat Klishan Eva Bhungte Klishan Eva Bhungte Yadi shows in case means what? Generally, Jnani will not have the desire. That's the rule. But in some cases, desires on the part of Jnani on account of very powerful Prarabdha Karma cannot be denied. It's not a rule that a Jnani will have the desire. Generally what? He will not have the desire. But at times, on account of very powerful Prarabdha Karma, he may have desire. That's why Yadi, in case, Prarabdha Karma Prabalya, on account of the powerful Prarabdha Karma Phala, Bhogeshu Ichha Bhavi. If the Jnani has got desires for the Bhoga, Vishaya Bhoga, sense enjoyment, even then Tadapi, do you know how he enjoys them? Tadapi Eshaha, this person means this Jnani, so Vishtigruhitavat Klishanneva Bhungte. Like this person, Vishtigruhitavat. You know what is Vishti? Vishti is Vetana, salary. A person who is employed every day goes to office willingly. Tomorrow morning, Monday, Musibat. At least one day I had enjoyed the holiday. I have to go to office tomorrow, cursing everyone. The fellow at that time is out of home, but not willingly. Why? Already, what is the date? 24th January. Out of 15 casual leaves, 8 are already over. As far as the privilege leave is concerned, always bankrupt. Only whatever that can be available this year, that much is the major thing is there at all. Sick leave already gone. So, everyone has to go to our office. Why? Vishti. What Vishti? Salary. Not interest in the work, but has to report to duty, not otherwise. Or like in olden days, a person is employed in the palace. Maybe the person is not that much attracted by the salary, but the Raja Danda is there. If he doesn't report to duties, the king will knock on the head like this. One who is under constraint like this, who is constrained like this, Vishti Gruhitavat, like a servant or as one who is, and that is employed like this on account of the salary or attraction or the force on account of the salary. Vishti Gruhitavat, what does he do? Klishan eva bhunte. This person reports to duties, works meticulously. How? Ayyo, musibat, I have to do this. Not really interested, but because of the salary that one is, nowadays no problem at all. Right? And government employees don't ask at ये सब लोग सरकार का जामात लोग they are the sons-in-law of the government as such. So that is how it is. So nowadays that is the thing. At least olden days the people were duty conscious. Nowadays, the salary may be 20,000, but the turnover of work is not even worth 2,000 rupees. That's what is happening. Even in private companies also. But private companies, what happens? ऊपर से pressure आता है. But in the government, everybody make merry at the job. Some cases okay, but otherwise not. Anyway, so therefore, klishaneva. Klishan means distressed. So, dukkhitaha san. I have to do this. There is no escape at all. So that way, so tadapi, even then, a person vishti grihitavat, klishaneva, distressed, bhunte. Enjoys means experiences the Vishaya Bhoga on account of Prarabdha. Means in the heart of the heart, in the depth of the heart is not interested in the Vishaya Bhoga. But Prarabdha karma is such that he can't get out of it, and therefore what? Being distressed, he undergoes all this. The one may say, how do you say this? This can be found in the world. Bhunjana vapi va api buddhaha Shraddhavanta kutumbinaha Nadyapi karma naschhinnam Iti klishanti santatam Kutumbinaha Buddhaha, Shraddhavantaha, and Prarabdham, Bhunjanaha, there Sandhi is there. Va api, actually it is Vai api, by Sandhi has become Va api. Vai api becomes Vai api, and Yakara drops and it becomes Va api. Otherwise, you know what would have happened? It would have been Vapi. It would have been Vapi because A plus A becomes A only. Vapi. Of course, Printer would have put a avagraha there, that is different thing, including vapi. It is not joined va api. Also, you can retain va api as without vai api, then it has to be connected to the earlier stanza, we'll see after. Vai api naha naha karma adyapi na chinnam iti santatam klishyanti. Naha, naha karma, na adyapi has become nadyapi. Adyapi, 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 na chinnam iti santatam klishyanti. Kutumbinaha. Kutumbinaha. Who are these kutumbinaha? One who has got kutumba, into grahastha, but not any grahastha, jnani. Jnanis who are grahasthas, means they are not yet taken to sannyasa. Jnani, but he is a grahastha, but he got the jnana. Kutumbinaha, so that's why he said budhaha, not ordinary grahasthas. Budhaha, jnanis, he has got the atma jnana, brahma jnana is there. So budhaha, shraddhavantaha. Those who have got the shraddha. What is shraddha here? Shraddha here, as grahasthas, the shraddha that I should discharge the duties. Because my status is that of a grahastha, I can't just disown the duties. If sannyasa was taken, that is fine. But living a life of grahastha, I can't desert the duties. So that's why shraddhavanta. In what shraddhavanta? Kritteshu asaktaha. Means taking to their respective actions in terms of duties. That is, so that shraddhavantaha. And why it is so? The prarabdha is such. For example, Janaka Maharaja, he was ruling the kingdom. Not that he wanted. What happened? The Guru told him, don't take to sannyasa, rule the kingdom. He can't say no to the Guru. Prarabdha. He got stuck up with it. Not that he was interested in the grahastha ashrama or the throne as such. Therefore, that is what prarabdha. He says, shraddhavantaha prarabdham bhunjanaha vai api. Vai, indeed, prarabdham bhunjanaha api. Even though they undergo the experiences as a grahastha, discharging the duties, that is, in terms of all the actions, even then, vai api, this one meaning of vai api. If you take va as or, then we have to connect this stanza to the earlier stanza 143. See, some jnanis undergo the prarabdha like vishti grihitavat. Or if the earlier jnanis are not grahasthas, not kutumbinaha, or if they are kutumbinaha, they undergo in this manner. So that only or. That's all. So vapi. And what is their disposition now? Naha karma adyapi na chinnam. Naha. Naha means ours. Our karma. Which karma? Prarabdha karma. Adyapi. Even today, even now, even though I have got the knowledge, but my prarabdha karma is what? Na chinnam, is not destroyed, it is not over. Iti santatam klishanti. Always what? Klishanti means they get afflicted. Udvigna manasaha bhavanti. They feel sorry about it. So what to do? My prarabdha is not over. In spite of having got the knowledge, I have to do all this. Even Yajnavalkya had this feeling itself. Yajnavalkya finally takes Vidisha sannyasa. Say, the students to whom I have taught, they have become Jivan Muktaha. Their mind is so absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, and look at me, what am I doing? He was running a Gurukula. He was running a Gurukula. I am doing this. That's why he told Maitreyi, now goodbye. Enough of this. I am sharing the property. dividing the property between two of you. So I am going. That means till that prarabdha of grahastha ashrama was there, he was running a Gurukula. Finally he said goodbye to that. So like this, so naha, our prarabdha is not yet over. Iti santatam always klishanti. They are distressed, means udvigna manasaha bhavanti. Now one may say, look, if you say like this, a jnani also has got santapa, affliction, mental anguish he has got. What way this jnani is different from the ajnani? Ajnani also has got anguish. Many problems are there, what to do, how to face, etc. Jnani also has got problems. Maybe jnani's problem is because of prarabdha karma. Ajnani's problem may be because of what? Purushartha. Because of ajnana, no doubt. Ajnana in terms of consequent purushartha. I have to accomplish this, I have to accomplish that. Jnani may not have prarabdha karma, purushartha he may not have, but prarabdha karma means anguish, manas santapa is common to both. How do you say so? What is the use of you are gaining the knowledge? Generally the people ask, they are always waiting for you. You are attending Vedanta class. I see. Something happens. What is the use of your attending Vedanta class? Look, you can't face this. You are disturbed like this. They expect you to be Paramadhyani only. You are so much afflicted because of this. You can't face and you are disturbed. What is the use of your attending Vedanta class? Either two of these they will administer you. Either they will say, look, the dose of duty, or they will ask you, look, you should take care of your duties also. These fellows will make maja and then will say, you should be duty bound, they will say. Or they will say, what is the use of your all Vedanta, etc. So like this. So, therefore he says, what is the use of this jnana? If they also get afflicted, they have got manasantapa. So, jnana will be vyartha, for which now answer is being given. Sir, though we have used the word klishanti, actually this is not a klesha, affliction born of wanting this or that. It is born of vairagya, indifference. The person is not interested and yet he has to undergo. Ayam klesha samsaratapaha na kintu atra viraktata. Atra viraktata. Hi samsarikaha tapaha bhanti jnana nidanaha smritaha. Bhanti jnana nidanaha smritaha. Listen. Ayam kleshaha. This klesha, the distress or manasantapa of jnani. What is that ayam klesha? As told in the earlier stanza, na adyapi karma naschinnam. Even till now our prarabdha karma is not over. That type of anguish. This anguish, yo, my prarabdha is not yet over. So that anguish, he says, that ayam kleshaha samsara tapaha na. It is not a distress which is a characteristic feature of a samsara. Samsari undergoes what tapa? That tapa and this tapa are different. And what is it? Kintu, whereas this klesha is viraktata. So it is nothing but dispassion only, vairagya only. How do you say so? Because samsarika tapa is born on account of ignorance and consequent erroneous notion about the world, oneself, and this jagat and the objects, etc. Why it is not samsara tapa? The reason is like this. Samsarikaha tapaha. Samsarika tapa means the The worldly affliction is like this. Bhranti jnana nidana. Nidana means karana. The diagnosis or the cause of samsarika tapa is bhranti jnana. Bhranti jnana means mithya jnana. Erroneous notion about oneself, about the objects and the world. That is born of that. Whereas this jnani doesn't have such erroneous notion. So that being the case, so that earlier atra means samsare in the first line. Atra means samsare, in the samsara. That being the case, you can't say the jnani is afflicted like a ajnani samsari. Actually, it is a display of his vairagya that appears as though, that is what, till now my prarabdha is not over. Again, how do you say that there such distress or anguish is born of what vairagya and not otherwise? He gives the proof. How? Listen. Vivekena pariklishan alpa bhogena trupyati anyathananta bhogepi naiva trupyati karhichit. Vivekena pariklishan add there purushaha alpa bhogena. See, pariklishan alpa bhogena becomes double na. Pariklishan add purushaha alpa bhogena trupyati. Alpa bhogena trupyati. अन्यथा अनंत भोगे अपि कर्हिचित् नैव तृप्यति. अन्यथा अनंत भोगेपि कर्हिचित् नैव तृप्यति. See, you can very easily find out that in the case of jnani, such anguish is born of vairagya and not otherwise. How? Vivekena pariklishan. He has got this, that is klesha, on account of viveka. Viveka means really he doesn't want to undergo this bhoga, but according to prarabdha karma he can't escape. So therefore pariklishan, pariklishan, being distressed, what does he do? This person jnani alpa bhogena trupyati. He is content with little of bhoga. For example, a jnani is very hungry. 4 p.m. कुछ नहीं मिला. Bhikshu, he is a jnani, could not get the food. At 4:30 p.m. he got 4 rotis. What is that? Don't say jnani hai na, without food the stomach is full. You can't say. He has got hunger like any other person. And being a jnani has no digestive problems. Why? Because mind is sound. Look, most of the digestive problems are because of the gadbad in the mind, anger, etc. A person who gets angry, rest assured, has got gastric problems. And with all the disturbance, the mind affects the hunger also. His mind is air conditioned, therefore what? He has got good appetite. So that being the case, of course, that doesn't mean the person will not have the disease, etc. There may be there, but that way. So he has got hunger like any other person. And now got 4 rotis. He eats and he is happy about it. Imagine another person who ajnani. He also was hungry, could not get because of something. 4 rotis he got. And along with 4 rotis, he got little chutney also. This jnani didn't get the chutney, only rotis he got. And this fellow got chutney also. Yo, only 4 rotis, only chutneys, no dal, no vegetable, nothing, no sweet, nothing. Not enough. Not enough. Why? More and more. Even if sumptuous food is there, I didn't get this because he had desire for something else. And whatever desired object menu is not there. Therefore it says, not to say. See the difference. Both are hungry. That person is happy with whatever that is because why? Shuddh vyadhishta chikitsyata. Hunger is like a disease, you have to treat it. You can't say jnani therefore. Unless this jnani is a jivan mukta and his mind is so absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, he is not aware of the body, including the hunger, a different case. We are talking about a jnani who is aware of the body and aware of the surrounding. In that case, the person will not feel the hunger. And if he is so much absorbed in the samadhi, he may continue up to 18, 19 days without food. Or somebody may have to wake the person up or by force has to thrust the food inside. That's a different case. But this person is not that Jivan Mukta. He has got the knowledge. His mind is not totally absorbed. He is aware of the body. He is aware of the surrounding. Hunger is bound to be there. And yet, with whatever one gains, he is content about it. No further demand. And he says, therefore he says, Vivekena pariklishan alpa bhogena trupyati. He is content with little bhoga, little food, depending on what it is. Cloth, shelter, whatever it may be. Where anyatha, otherwise it is the ajnani, it says, ananta bhogepi saha tarhi chit naiva trupyati. Ananta bhoga. Endless things are given for his enjoyment. Tarhichit means kadachit naiva trupyati. Never the person is content. We can see this. In the word we can see. Therefore, so this is that from this what we can make. Though this person has got, see for example, this jnani has got desire for food or not when he has got hunger. Yes. But that also is what? My karma, right? My prarabdha karma is not over. And because prarabdha karma is not over, what is there? Body is there. And so long as the body is there, hunger will be there. So long as the, right? Because so long as the body is there, stomach will be there. So long as stomach will be there, hunger will be there. So long as body is there, heart will be there. And so long as heart is there, heart problem will be there, headache also will be there. All these are bound to be there. So therefore, what is the... So he will see. In elsewhere it is said, so he will curse himself. Even suppose others also may censure him, criticize him, condemn him. He is not angry with them. He is angry with himself. I made a grave mistake. When? Last birth. Had I got the knowledge in the last birth, will these people get occasion to censure me? See, in the last janma, I didn't gain the knowledge. And because I had no knowledge, I am born now. Because I am born, the body is there. Now maybe I have got the knowledge, but the body is still continuing. Had I got the knowledge in the last birth, no birth at all, there is no occasion for me to have the hunger, thirst, or anybody to censure. Therefore what? Klesha only. Fault is whose? My fault only. Others, ajnani, what is that? That fellow is telling me like this. How dare he can say that? Finding fault with others. Therefore, he knows it is my fault only. Therefore, now what can be done? Hunger is there, let me have something. Some diseases are there because while the body is there, diseases are going to be there. Let somehow face me and get out of this once forever, never to return. So that way, so that is otherwise, Ananta Bhogepi, even in endless Bhoga, the person is never satiated. So that is now one say like one can ask say like this, look, sir, you are telling us that this jnani has got contentment because of his viveka, and with little bhoga he is contented. Ajnani is contented. Ajnani also is trupta. Jnani is trupta, contented by what? Little bhoga, because he has got viveka, therefore he is happy with little bhoga. I said, Ajnani also is happy. Ajnani also is contented. Maybe difference is he wants more bhoga. If this fellow is content with 4 rotis, the other fellow will be content with 8 rotis, vegetables, 1 laddu preferably, and other things, etc. He will be happy. But he also will be tripta only or not. Difference may be there. Say, no. Ajnani can never be tripta. I said, Anyatha ananta bhogepi naiva tripyati kariti. In spite of endless sense enjoyment, the person is not going to get contented. This is question. No. Ajnani may need more bhogas, but he also will be get contented. He says no. So even if endless bhoga again, there is no contentment at all. Same thing is explained based on Upanishad and Smriti. Najatu kama kamanam upabhogena shamyati Havishaka Krishna Vartmeva Bhuya evabhivardhate. This is from Narada Parivrajaka Upanishad and also from Manusmriti. Manusmriti, 2nd chapter, 94th stanza. Narada Parivrajaka Upanishad, 3rd chapter, 37th stanza. Anvaya. Kamaha kamanam upabhogena najatu shamyati. Kamaha kamanam upabhogena najatu shamyati. And kintu avisha Krishna vartma iva. Avisha Krishna vartma iva. And kamaha bhuyaha eva abhivardhati. This is the fact. What is it? Kamaha kamanam upabhogena najatu shamyati. Kamaha, desire. Kamanam means desired objects. Desired objects also are called kama. Kamyante iti kamaha. Those that are desired also are called kama. Desire also is called kama. Kamaha, a desire. Kamanam upabhogena, by enjoying, experiencing the sense object. Najatu, never. Jatu means ever. Najatu, never. Shamyati, gets satiated, gets appeased. Desires can never be fulfilled by enjoying the desired object. How? They say they are like Ravana's heads. You know Ravana, how many heads he had? 10 heads. And Rama, when he was fighting with him, what he did? He chopped off one head. One head is rolling down, second head he has now shot, about to fall, and when the second was falling down, the first head again as earlier erect. Third shot down, the second again erect. Like that, one by one he was cutting the head. Next moment they were rising up again. Rama got confused. He has to go on cutting the heads perennially. So he didn't know what to. Then Matali was Indra's charioteer Sarathi. Indra, because when the Yuddha was going on, Ravana was on the chariot. Rama was without the chariot. It is not a proper match. Either both should be on the ground or both should be on the chariot. So Indra sent his chariot with his driver, charioteer Matali, fully armed with all shastras. After Rama accepted it and the Matali he told, don't ask me. Rama didn't know this much, his avatar, etc. Rama was enacting the role of a human being, that's all. Matali told him, Rama, what are you doing? He has got Amruta in his navel. So Ravana has got Amruta in the navel. So long that is there, however much you may cut off his head, they are going to rise up again. First, what you do? Dry it up. What did you do? Rama sent the Brahmastra to the navel. All Amruta was destroyed. What can Ravana do after? The root cause was destroyed. Like that, desires, when you fulfill, do you know how many will crop up? Not another. 10 will crop up there. With fulfillment with of each and every desire, 10 are going to rise up. When are you going to fulfill all the desires? More and more desires you fulfill, more and more they are going to rise up. You know why? Amruta is there. There the cause of the heads again cropping up was the Amruta. Here, you know, what is the cause of further and further desires? Ajnana, ignorance. So long as the ignorance of oneself is there, you can never hope to get totally freed from desire. Not knowing the Sarupa, Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, the true I, superficially you may have some patchwork, patchwork of rationing the desire. Rationing the desires you may have, but it is not going to work. Of course, it is necessary in the beginning. Brahma is required, but only a starting point. Finally, the root cause has to be eliminated. Ignorance has to be removed. Then the very cause of desire is gone. Desires can never continue. That's what he said. So, therefore he gives an illustration. Kintu, that means simply by fulfilling the desires, desires are not going to stop and contentment, tripti is not going to come. On the contrary, kintu, do you know what is the nature of desire? They are like the Krishna Vartma, like the fire. Avisha Krishna Vartma iva. Krishna Vartma means fire. You know why fire is called Krishna Vartma? Literally Krishna Vartman means one who has got, Krishna means not Bhagwan Krishna, black, dark. So Vartman means path, the marga. One who leaves a black trail. Wherever something is burnt, what remains behind? Black thing means charred things they remain. So one who leaves a black trail is called Krishna Vartma Vanni, fire. Okay. So now listen. There is fire. A small fire is there. And you found this small fire, poor fellow. He has no fuel. Therefore what? 1 spoon of havish or 1 spoon of ghee you added. Look, this fire which was about to get extinguished, Right? There was no Havish, Yajna. So Havish means oblation. Ajya or something offered. The fire should get contented or not. I was to get extinguished. Now I got little Havish. Therefore let me be satisfied, is it? The fellow is what? Ablaze. Spreading the flames. Demanding what? Our love. As if demanding more and more. You put some more Havish, still more flames demanding still further. Is there any end? Even if you bring one forest and put there, it will get conflagrated and ask more and more. Krishna Vartma, Vahni, fire. So what? Havisha, just by Havish, never gets satiated. So also, and it not only doesn't get satiated, what happens? It increases more and more. So also, Kamaha, Bhuyaha eva abhivardhati. The desire grows more and more, no satisfaction, no contentment for desire. So therefore you can't say Ajnani also can have contentment. It is just impossible. A bhoga born of viveka can give tripti. It is proved based on experience. Parijñāyopabhukto hi bhogo bhavati tushtaye Vijñāya sevitaschoraha Maitri metina chorata. Add yatha choraha vijñāya sevitaha. Second line, add yatha choraha vijñāya sevitaha. Maitrim eti na choratam. Then add tatha parijñāya upabhuktaha hi bhogaha tushtaye bhavati. Parijñāya upabhuktaha hi bhogaha tushtaye bhavati. See, what is being explained is Jnani, who has got viveka, undergoes the bhoga on account of prarabdha, is content with little of it. Why? Really he is not interested, but he can't escape because of prarabdha karma. That is now explained with an illustration. The illustration is like this. Yatha choraha vijñāya sevitaha. There is a thief. You know him to be a thief. And still you keep the company of the thief, making him aware that you know him to be a thief. Will he steal anything from you? Number one thief, okay? Not ordinary thief. Number one thief whose hands never knew any failure. And you know him to be a thief. And you are keeping the company of that thief. At the same time, he is aware that, what he is aware? That you know that he is a thief. Will he steal anything from you? No. Why? He knows that you know him to be a thief. So therefore he will behave in such a way without stealing anything from you. Like that you say, I hope you have understood this. Because he knows, not only you know, see, look here. You know he is a thief, but he may not know that you know that he is a thief. Then he will what? Try on you. He will try on you. But no. He also knows that he is he knows that you know that he is a thief. Yatha choraha, a thief, vijñāya sevitaha. Means Vidnyaya means knowing well that he is a thief. Sevita means frequented with the company with whom is kept, making him aware that you know that he is a thief. Maitri meti, he becomes a friend of yours. Choratamna, he doesn't steal anything from you. Likewise, Jnani knows prarabdha and consequent desire are what? Throw out. You know, these guys are thieves only. And yet, because of prarabdha, he has to undergo that prarabdha, that, and with that ichha is not going to bind him. Tatha, in the same manner, parijnaya upabhuktaha hi bhogaha. Bhoga, the sense enjoyment, which the jnani is constrained to undergo because of prarabdha, and therefore he experiences tushtaye bhavati. So it becomes the means of tushti, contentment, and not discontentment leading to more and more desires. More and more desires cannot crop up in his bosom. He is content with little of them. Now, the doubt is like this. See, look, in the case of jnani, with little bhoga, he can be content is a questionable thing. Why? This force of desire is such that even if the person is a jnani, it is not going to make him rest him content with little bhoga. It will certainly give him, that will goad him to take to more and more bhoga. No. It is a jnani and his mind is given to nididhyasana, contemplation on Atma Sarupa. He will not have desire for more and more, so he will be content with that. Manaso nigrihitasya Leela bhogolpakopiyaha Tameva labdha vistaram Klishtatvad bahumanyate Nigrhitasya manasaha Alpakopiyaha lila bhogaha Tam eva klishtatvad Alabdha vistaram Bahu manyate Alabdha vistaram Bahu manyate. This jnani who is like this, how is he? Nigrhitasya manasaha. A person, not only jnani, but the person who by abhyasa, by repeated practice, has kept the mind under control. Nigrhita manasa, nigrihitasya means abhyasena vashikritasya. Nigrhitasya manasa means abhyasena vachikritasya manasa. By repeated practice, one who has kept the mind under control. Not only indriyas, but also the mind is kept under control, not left loose like that. Indriya sanyama and mano nasha or manas sanyama is there in whom? For such a person who has already got the knowledge, alpakaha api yaha lila bhogaha. One for whom the bhoga, sense enjoyment. See, here sense enjoyment means bare minimum things required for sustenance of the body. What are those? Little food, clothing, shelter, little medication here, there, if at all that is. That means if some problem is there, that much, not other things. What is that? Channel TV, air conditioned, Ashram, okay. Ashram. Name is ashram. But what? Air conditioned bungalow. Kutia. Name is what? Kutia. Modern varieties. Kutia. So, but all not that way. That because body is there, body has to sustain. So, why you should sustain the body? Let the body wither away. There is no reason why should he not sustain the body. Come on. Why should he end the body? See, there is no reason why should he sustain the body. There is no reason why should he end the body. Actually, that's why sustenance, no sustenance governed by what? Prarabdha. Therefore, now here, Bhoga, what is spoken is bare minimum necessities for the sustenance of the body because karma, because of prarabdha, what is going on? The body is going on, not further luxuries, comforts, etc. That is not meant there. So therefore he says, this person nigrahitasya manasaha alpakaha api yaha lila bhoga. Whatever, even little bhoga. What type of bhoga? Leela bhoga. Leela bhoga. What is Leela? Not Miss Leela or Mrs. Leela. Leela means sport. In sport, some enjoyment is there. What is the purpose? You know what is the purpose of sports? Not nowadays. Nowadays, purpose of sport is different. Otherwise, sports are meant for simply sports. Just passing the time. Just a little entertainment, not beyond that. Nowadays, sports are what? Spinning money. One cricket, etc. Cricket, all games. Some games may be more attractive, others may not be that. All are nothing but spinning the money. That is not the purpose of games. Games are for the sake of games only, not beyond that. So therefore, that is here. Leela bhoga means Leelartham eva bhoga. Whatever his bhoga is, so just for sake of sport, in the sense, in olden days, not nowadays. Sports were only meant for sports, not for any particular phala. Not to earn money or not even for earning name and fame. Even the person, look here, the person who has got defeated will laugh away about his defeat. And even the person who has won, there is no much value for sport. Whether you win or lose, it is a fun, that's all. Just for the sake of fun. Losing also is a fun, winning also is a fun. Even ahankara is not just as a pastime, just as a game as such. That is what Leela Bhoga. There is no specific purpose. Similarly, here, this Bhoga of the Jnani is what Leela Bhoga, because body is that, it has to continue. That much only for the sake of bhoga, nothing to be gained out of that. And therefore is what? This person, tameva klishtatva, even that alpa bhoga, every day I have to eat the food. Right? Signals are given. What signals? चूहे दौड़ते पेट में चूहे दौड़ते हैं. Why? पेट है. So even that little you have to undergo because I have stuck up with the body. So therefore it says, tameva, even that alpa bhoga, klishtatva, being distressed about that, alabdha vistaram bahumanyate, even whatever little he has got considers as what? Bahu? What? Too much? This itself is too much. That is what he considered. There is no that hankering for more and more. If you have not yet understood the disposition, the author gives one more example. How? Like this. Baddha mukto mahipalaha grama matrena tushyati parairna baddho nakrantaha narashtram bahumanyate. Say illustration like this. A king was defeated by an enemy and was arrested. But the other king was little kind enough. Anyway, I have taken his kingdom and destroyed his army. Why unnecessarily kill this person? So therefore what he does, he releases him and just for his survival gives one village. You take care of yourself by with this village. That's all. And where he had a kingdom. He is stripped off of the kingdom and he was arrested and was about to be killed. But somehow the other king took pity and releases him with giving a kingdom. Is he happy or not? Baapre, bach gaya. This fellow would have finished me. And not only they have released me, given one village. Yes or no? He is content with even one village. On the contrary, other king that who is ruling a kingdom is not content with even his vast kingdom. He wants to expand his kingdom more and more. Why? Abhi tak thappad nahi mila. If had he got thappad from other king and defeated, then he would have understood the value of existing kingdom. So he has no ceiling on his desire. So that is his told there. We'll see that. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Manimahisha Om Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasyashani Desho Yam Shobharayata Brahmana Santu Nirvaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Maharashi Dukha Bhavave Tasato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Amrutangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Jajjate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti